Oh. Hi guys, I recently just finished watching Squiggly Bridge's video on GW fishing, fishing for recasters, beware of the PMs. I was contacted months ago. Literally, I got contacted and a couple of days later, I could not access my account. For some stupidly odd reason, I couldn't access my Malavictor's account. It had been locked or something. But I've got my account back now, hence why I'm putting videos up. But most importantly, they asked me if I had any contacts or emails or websites or whatever that I go to about recasting and whatnot. I did do a video on recasters, not just Asian. There's also some Italian companies that do recasts, mostly of tank model kits and stuff that I use. But as for 40k, I did find one Chinese website. They did everything in resin, and apparently they got more thumbs down than they ever did thumbs up, even on their own internal review system. So I never bought anything from them, but I found them from a forum post. I believe it wasn't. It's from it's from ages ago. I don't even think that the forum's still up, because every time I try to connect, I get an error 404 or something. So, but yeah, they one of their users posted a link to this Chinese company. I did talk about it during one of my live streams, and I never ordered anything from them. I still play 40k very sparingly. I'm in the process of collecting a Demonette's army for my wife, a Slanesh Demonette's army for her. And I'm looking at getting back into Tyranids. I know, Ren Zero, you're going to be happy about that because you're the Hive Fleet Chechnya and whatever. Yes, I'm looking at getting back into Tyranids and stuff. I still play Dawn of War 2 actually. The arena mode with my Space Marine champion and my Chaos Sorcerer. So, you know, I still play some 40k games, but when it comes to recasting, I was contacted by a person. I'm not going to say their name because this has been months ago. The email account's probably gone or dead or whatever, and they asked me, do I have any contacts about recasting? And I'm like, no, I do not. I don't condone recasting. I condone creating your own casts. Now that's different. Recasting is taking just for example, an Imperial Guardsman like this guy. We'll call him Jeff, okay? It's like taking Jeff and then sticking Jeff in a two-part mold and just stamping Jeff out repeatedly. That is against the law. Well, it's not really against. It's against the law. Ish. It depends. If you modify the model or the mold so it does not resemble the original, that's not illegal. I know several lawyers who know copyright and IP and stuff like that, because I have to, because I've got my own Twitch channel and everything else and whatnot. But long story short, if you take like a sprue of shoulder pads and you green stuff on your own logos or your own emblems and stuff like that, and you battle damage them and you make them look nothing like Games Workshop, okay, you can then take those shoulder pads that you custom designed and custom built and everything else. Same with bases. Everyone seems to think that bases are saying no, you can cast molds of bases. Ask Nataku, because Nataku used to cast his own 40k bases and sell them actually. So Nataku would be the perfect person to ask here. But I used to make Titans, and I would cast my own skulls. I think I've still got a cast skull around here somewhere, just floating around, that I use as a. There it is. I use it as a paperweight. But this is one of the skulls that I cast. Now I sculpted that skull. I cast this skull, and this is part of my master mold. This is actually a negative, a master negative. So basically, you take this, you put it in silicone, you let the silicone dry, pull it out. Now you've got another master. But this is one of my master pulls. But that is not breaking Games Workshop's laws. You can send them links to your stuff. You know, you just can't send them links to anything that is copyrighted Games Workshop. This is not copyrighted Games Workshop. This is copyrighted Deceptive Entertainment. This is mine. Same with figures. You can loosely base them on GW figures, i.e. scale and size. But you can then modify the miniatures. For example, if that's the case, then there wouldn't be a million other different miniature manufacturers out there. There wouldn't, because Games Workshop would just go squish, 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 if you know what I mean. And then if that's the case, then Milton and Bradley would squish Games Workshop, because Space Hulk and Hero Quest was released under the Milton and Bradley IP. Because if that's the case, then Milton and Bradley can walk up and say, "Oh, no, yeah, you borrowed the Space Marine rights from us. Squish, goodbye Games Workshop." Do you see what I'm saying? It's IP protection is a nasty double-edged sword. Okay, the Fine brothers learnt that when they tried to copyright the open term React. Some prank channels have been shut down now because they're trying to do a Fine Brothers thing and try to copyright the word prank. There are certain open things that you cannot copyright, okay? One of which is scales. You cannot copyright a fucking scale. Games Workshop tried this and failed monumentally, even in the English court system. Okay, I know, I used to work for GW, okay? I've seen the court documents. They failed, okay, because they tried to copyright 1/28 scale for their freaking Mordine, for their, not Mordine, stupid large scale version of Mordine that they used to play, Inquisitor, because it failed monumentally. Because, here's a hint, GW, never cast a 1/28 scale freaking huge ass Space Marine out of tin pot metal. You cast that shit out of plastic or resin to save moolah. You ever wondered why it was almost 50 pounds for a fucking Space Marine miniature you could only use in one game format? Here's a hint, GW. Players want to use their same miniatures in multiple different formats. How many times did players use Warhammer Fantasy miniatures in Mordheim? Or actually scale down Inquisitor so that they could use their Space Marines or their Necromunders, and even use the Necromunda terrain set. That's why Inquisitor freaking failed. You should have just released it as a set of rules and adding it into a scale chart reference. If you want to play with the actual Inquisitor models, follow these rules. If you want to play with 40k models, follow these rules. It would have been a PR pat on the back from every freaking player who's been a loyal player of your game system since the fucking early 90s like I have. Honestly, there is no better rule set past 3rd or 4th edition. I mean, look at the Eldar. You didn't update their codec for how many fucking years? Because it was perfect? And then you come out with one unit that caused so much fucking rift between your player base. To the point where you see an Eldar player show up, you know he's got that stupid fucking thing. Oh, can it kill the men inside the Rhino? Because it doesn't say it has to have line of sight, so then therefore it can hit everyone inside the Land Raider. And we all know what fucking Eldar unit we're talking about. And the moment you see him pull that out, you would see all the Space Marine players start picking up their miniatures, putting them in their carry cases, and closing them up and walking away. Because you fucked up. You fucked up, GW, and you know you fucked up. You fucked up when you shut down those stupid Canadian fuckers. Not Beasts of War. And even then, don't even get me started on what you did to Beasts of War. That's fucking horseshit. To the point where they had to fucking move out of England back to Ireland and build their own studio there because you squished them. You're killing your own community. You are Radion. Do you understand what Radion is? Radion is the universe's most nastiest particle. It is so pissed that it's even pissed with itself. If another Radion particle meets another Radion particle, they destroy each other. Radion will literally destroy matter. It doesn't matter to Radion. It's an old physicist's joke. You'll get what I'm talking about. Well, that's what you are. GW is Radion to the modelling community. It's why I don't buy any GW miniatures from the store anymore. I'll buy them used on eBay. Grab a toothbrush and freaking grab some paint stripper and just strip the fuckers down. I will buy complete armies on eBay. Really crackly paint that I might add, doesn't bother me, because I'm just going to strip them and repaint them myself. I'm saving money. GW made their money. I mean, what's next? They're going to go after resellers on fucking eBay? They are like... If you've ever seen the movie Grumpy Old Men, I swear, that's the CEOs and the board of directors at Games Workshop. They're all just grumpier old men. They don't listen to us. They don't listen to our player base. See, this is the problem when something gets too mainstream or too big. Okay? If you're like me and you've got a small amount of followers on Twitch, you can actually take the time to interact with everyone. Okay? You can take the time to interact with them. Like, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? You know. But I see some bigger streamers on Twitch where they've got like 4,000 to 10,000 people in their chat. It's like, how the fuck can you talk to any of them? Because it's just blah 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 blah. The chat goes so fast. Well, that's Games Workshop. They've gotten so big, they're too big for their britches. Now they're trying to find and shut down small miniature companies under the guise of recasting. Yeah, granted, there are some websites out there that do recasts. Well, they wouldn't have to recast if, one, you didn't charge so much, and two, you stopped casting certain miniatures. For 2 years, it took me two frigging years to find an Azrael on a land speeder. 2 years! Because that shit went right out of production the moment you released it. You made one miniature to have photos put in the fucking Dark Angels codec, and then we're out, drop mic. Boom. It was like trying to find rocking horse shit. And I was getting contacted by people who actually had the model and was willing to fucking mold certain parts of it for me so that I could take a regular land speeder and turn it into Azrael's land speeder. But my fucking, the pride in me, the whatever in me was like, no. It's not fair. Well, you know, lately I'm so sick and tired of people playing on me trying to be a nice guy. Now, I don't condone breaking the law. I don't condone on piracy. I don't condone on recasting. I don't condone on copyright theft. I don't condone on IP theft. I don't condone on doxing or anything of that stupid fucking shit. Okay? But lately, when it comes to Games Workshop, I'm like, fuck them. They pay their employees tuppence. They charge an arm and a fucking leg. Their business practices is so fucking stupid, it's medieval. Like, okay, let's give up a guaranteed sale of a repeat customer for that one fucking person who's just walked in and doesn't know what Games Workshop is. So, you're giving up a guaranteed sale for a fucking maybe. That's what led to me going, fuck you, I quit. Because I had to ignore my own roommate. My own roommate. Who I know who just got fucking paid that day. Because he, the morning of, I was waiting to get the bus, he hands me my fucking rent. His half of the rent. So I know he got paid. I know he got paid, and he even told me, I'll see you later, I've got to pick up some I think it was Chaos Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines and a Chaos Land Raider. That's an easy £100 right there. And I had to give all of that up. My roommate and guaranteed £100 sale and everything else, plus paints, plus goo, plus glue, plus everything else, for a guy who came in, looked at a few blister packs and then left. That's the level of stupidity it gotten to. So I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. See ya. And even when I went back to buy some miniatures, I had to stand around for almost 45 minutes before one of the fucking shop guys that I even knew personally would even acknowledge my fucking existence. Yeah, you need to sort out your fucking store business practices. Anyway, guys, look, recasting, it has its ups, its downs, its goods, its bads, its ins, its outs. Recasting a direct product from product to product is wrong, okay? That is cloning or copying. That is wrong. Recasting your own work is not illegal. You're not breaking any laws or any IPs. That's why you can go to Michael's. That's why you can go online to Amazon or eBay or wherever and get all the molding supplies you need. You can buy it in a freaking kit for like 50 bucks. Both parts, the resin, the measuring cups, everything, okay? Trust me, it's not illegal. And it's not illegal to think yet. Anyway, rant over. Talk to you guys later. Peace the fuck out.